Good day, folks. This is Judy at Green Pastures Farm. Here we are about the middle of August. We haven't had any rain yet in August. Didn't have much toward the latter part of July either. It's been very dry and hot. Tomorrow's predicted to be 110 with the heat index. I think 98 is the regular temperature, and so we're getting hammered with some pretty good heat. But what I wanted to show you, this is just defies logic to me. I came in here after the cattle about 60 days ago, and I clipped this off because it was rank. They ate basically the top third of the plant, trampled a little bit of it, but there's just a lot of unpalatable plants out here. And I came in and I raised my brush hog up about 10 to 12 inches, and I mowed this off. And everything that came back in here is super vegetative. These little weeds here, those are giant ragweed babies. I'm going to tell you what, they got a rough life coming at them. Them cows are going to tear them up. It's like giving them a Snickers bar. That's going to be some really high quality stuff. You see the dead thatch down here, the brush hog actually chopped off. That's feeding my soil microbes. And this field that we're looking at right here is actually the old soybean field. When I leased this farm in 2001, it was all cockleburs. Folks, there's not a cocklebur in this field anywhere. I'm looking as I'm speaking. We just don't see the cockleburs anymore. All we see is beautiful succulent forage down here. I mean, we never planted anything. Look at this. We did unroll some hay on it. We've done that for several winters. And that's putting a lot of biomass in here, feeding the soil microbes. But this is a field I wrote about in my book where I took a spade and I actually walked this field after they combined the soybeans that year, and the ground was covered with cocklebur seed. And I was looking for an earthworm, okay? And there was not a single earthworm on this whole paddock. And this is a 12-acre field. So we talk about replacing, meat with soybeans. I'm like, wait a minute. You can't make a soybean field do this. My friend across the road over there, they're still raising GMO soybeans. They nuke it with Roundup, kill everything, then they drill their food, or what is going to be food for humans. They put soybeans in there. And until they nuked that, it was dang ugly. And it was even ugly after they nuked it because everything turned brown. That's the way we grow food today, in lifeless soil. Not me. Look at this. Everywhere you look, there's beautiful green plants intercepting the sunlight, creating solar energy. Okay? You got to have green plants. That's how you cool the earth, is keeping the ground covered with something green. All that cropland, they take the crop off, is brown, and it's not collecting any solar energy. It's not catching any water. The water's all running off. That's why we have floods every year now, because our soils on all this crop ground has no organic matter. It can't hold any water. It just runs off. Folks, when water hits this, by God, we catch it. Man, look at that. Oh, folks, this used to be bare soybean field. Look at all the organic matter in here. Oh, man. It just, there's a spider. There's crickets. These are all beautiful new plants coming up. And the herbivores, our cow herd's going to come through here and take the very best. Okay? They're going to trample some of this on the ground. If we get a rain, which we did today, we got 2/10. People say, but Greg, 2/10 isn't enough to do anything. Oh, yes, it is. When you've got this kind of mass out here holding and capturing all that water, and in the morning you have dew. You have dew collecting on here, and it's running down and feeding the plant dew. That's a pretty good drink for a plant every morning. Look at that. There's just no bare soil. Oh, God, that's beautiful. Sunlight is not hitting bare soil. We're capturing it through the leaves. The cows come along and eat that. They can take that product, put it through their multiple stomachs, and give us a very healthy product without any fossil fuel being used. That's what's crazy. We've taken a cow, which is a herbivore, and turned them into a granivore by putting them in feedlots. We should be doing this. We don't need to raise all this grain to feed animals. They can do just fine on this. Isn't this beautiful? I mean, that's the way it should be. I don't know. I think we've got some things that we need to work on. Folks, this is Greg Judy signing off, and everyone have a great day.